No, by far the most time-consuming thing for me is making engines, not designing them. I've often said that prototypes are easy and production is hard. Well, our rocket engine is the most advanced that's ever been made. It hasn't sent anything into orbit yet, but it's the first engine that's actually better than the Russian road engines, which were amazing to design from the early stages with Raptor 1, which set the stage for future innovations, to the improved Raptor 2 and now the amazing Raptor 3. We'll look into how these engines have changed over time to become more powerful, efficient, and reliable. But our exploration doesn't end there. We'll take a look into the future with the much-anticipated Raptor 3X and talk about how it might change things and the revolutionary advances it promises to bring. These aren't just engineering feats, they're steps towards SpaceX's grand vision of interplanetary travel and Mars colonization. So whether you're a space enthusiast, a tech-savvy auto enthusiast, or just interested in the next frontier of human achievement, today's episode will give you a full picture of how rocket engines like the Raptor series are ushering in a new era of space exploration. Let's get started, but first make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Welcome to news about Tesla stock. Let's dive right in. Elon Musk recently unveiled this technological marvel with a tweet that showed a shiny black engine that looks so perfect that many people thought it was a computer-generated picture marked with Raptor 3 SN1 and the number 1. This engine marks the start of a new era in rocket propulsion, but what makes the Raptor 3 unique? Let's take a look. The Rap 3X could be a new version. Since it's out in the open, it needs to be cooled, so there are cooling circuits built into all of its parts. It looks simple from the outside, but it's actually very complicated on the inside. For example, the pre-barburator, gas manifolds and other parts that you see stuck on the side are all complicated. Wow, that's already being worked on. We have a design, but it doesn't look like the engine is finished yet, details are still being worked out. The excitement is growing. When can we see this powerhouse in action? Which Starship prototype will have this engine? These are the burning questions that people all over space are talking about. After Musk's announcement, SpaceX's official page confirmed the news with side-by-side pictures of the Raptor engines and a list of the most important specs for each version. This comparison not only shows how the Raptor series has changed over time, but it also shows how committed SpaceX is to innovation and accuracy. One big improvement with the Raptor 3 is that it has less cost mass, which is important for people who are interested in that. Mass includes all the extra parts that are needed to support and integrate the engine, such as structural supports and plumbing. Reducing mass is very important because it increases the rocket's payload capacity and total efficiency. We have a better idea of the big changes that have been made to Raptor engines over the years thanks to new information from SpaceX. The original Raptor 1 engine came with an induced mass, a measure of the non-engine mass required to support and operate the engine of a substantial 1,548 kilograms. This weight included everything from structural supports to plumbing and auxiliary systems necessary for the engine's operation. However, as we moved to the Raptor 2, there was a dramatic reduction in this figure, with the induced mass plummeting to just 245 kilograms. This change marked a huge step forward in refining the engine designed to minimize excess weight and improve overall efficiency. The latest in the series, the Raptor 3, has pushed these advancements even further. The induced mass for this iteration is now only 195 kilograms. This represents an astounding 87% reduction from the original Raptor 1's induced mass. Such a significant decrease is a testament to SpaceX's ongoing efforts to streamline and optimize every aspect of their rocket engine technology. Moreover, the Raptor 3 is not just lighter, it's mightier, boasting a thrust of 280 tons. Over 20% more than its predecessor, and its total mass has nearly halved. This is not just an upgrade, it's a revolution, propelling us closer to more efficient and powerful space travel. Alright, let's see how the Raptor 3 compares to its rivals. The B4 engine is the most similar, as it uses a similar two-stage combustion cycle with methane and oxygen and can produce around 250 tons of thrust. However, the Raptor 3 is much more powerful than even the most reliable rocket engines, like the RS-25's 110 tons and the RD-880's dual combustion chambers. But Elon Musk isn't done yet. A version of the Raptor 3X that hasn't been publicly shown yet is expected to have more than 300 metric tons of thrust, which is about 3,000 Ken. It will also have a thrust-to-weight ratio of more than 200, which means that for every unit of engine mass, the Raptor 3X will produce 200 units of thrust, which greatly improves rocket performance by giving it more power without adding bulk. The ultimate goal of SpaceX's cutting-edge engineering work with the Raptor engines is truly impressive, up to 10,000 tons of thrust at liftoff. This amazing goal is necessary for heavy lift missions that can send big loads into space and for going deeper into space. For explorations that could take us beyond the Moon to Mars and maybe even further, such huge thrust capacity would cut down on the number of launches needed for big trips, making space travel faster and cheaper. Another important factor in the development of these engines is the specific impulse, ISP, which shows how quickly a rocket uses fuel. The Raptor 3 has an ISP of 350 seconds, which is longer than both its predecessor and the Blue Origin B4 engine. This means that the Raptor 3 can make more power with the same amount of fuel than other engines in its class. An important part of making spaceships longer range and more capable. Elon Musk's vision goes even further with the upcoming Raptor 3X, which is expected to push the limits of current rocket technology by increasing the ISP by up to 5 seconds. This may not seem like a big deal, but it is a big step forward in rocket engine technology. Higher ISP means more efficient fuel use, which can extend the duration and capabilities of space missions. This is a crucial improvement because it lets spacecraft carry more supplies, scientific equipment, or other payloads instead of extra fuel, which is needed for long-duration missions like those planned for colonizing Mars. Elon Musk has said that the Raptor 3 is pushing the limits of what we know about physics, as well as the limits of material science, combustion efficiency, cooling systems, and nozzle design. These improvements aren't just about power, they're also about making rockets work better in the harsh conditions of space travel. The story doesn't end with launching the Raptor 3. The Raptor 3X is already being marketed as a future improvement, but for now, the Raptor 3 is the clear winner as the world's most powerful engine. There's a lot of excitement about the idea of multiple Raptor 3 engines powering the next generation of Starship prototypes, maybe even the Starship V2 versions that are currently being built. Following SpaceX's announcement in April, the upcoming Starship V3 will have a booster that can hit an amazing 10,000 tons of thrust. Elon Musk has big plans for the Raptor 3X. It all started with the Raptor 1, which was a key testing area for rocket technology that led to important steps forward in test firings. This foundation made it possible for the Raptor 2 to be released in 2020, which had higher thrust and chamber pressure for better efficiency. But the real star of today's show is the Raptor 3, an innovation that has caught the attention and excitement of space fans all over the world. This latest version is a giant leap forward in engine development, showing unmatched improvements in performance, efficiency, and capability. SpaceX isn't just pushing the limits, they're redefining the limits of rocket power with the goal of even higher thrust and reliability. As we think about the next versions of the Raptor engine, questions come up like, is the Raptor 3 just a stepping stone or a short-term replacement for the Raptor 2? While SpaceX's long-term plans are still secret, it's possible that Raptor 3 is just a step in the process, letting the company gather useful information and ideas while improving the engine even more. This opens the door to even more advanced versions in the future, such as the Raptor 3X or even a Raptor 4 or 5. SpaceX's way of developing products is unique in the aerospace industry. They are known for their fast innovation and constant improvement, often releasing beta versions of their engines as part of an iterative process. This lets SpaceX test new ideas, find places where they can be improved, and tweak their engines to get the best performance. But the road to innovation isn't always smooth. Engine testing is a difficult and time-consuming process, and problems, like engines breaking down sometimes, are a normal part of the process. SpaceX is still dedicated to improving the Raptor engine. Through thorough research and development, they've made big steps towards fixing the engine's main design problems and making sure it works well even in the harsh conditions of space travel. Advanced materials that SpaceX has added make the rocket stronger and more structurally stable. Moreover, making the engine's design simpler has been very important in making it more reliable. Elon Musk himself talked about how important it was to simplify the engine, which helps the Raptor 3 look sleek and clean. The Raptor engines aren't just amazing works of technology, they're also useful tools made for big space journeys. The Raptor 3's ability to be scaled up, reused, and improve performance brings SpaceX closer to its goal of settling Mars. This engine will power SpaceX's Starship spaceship, which is its next-generation vehicle for missions beyond Earth. With the release of the Raptor 3, SpaceX continues to push the limits of what's possible in space travel. The rockets can now go faster and take more weight thanks to their improved capabilities. As humans take their first steps towards becoming a multiplanetary species, this is the end of our tour of SpaceX's Raptor engine series. From the Raptor 1 to the revolutionary Raptor 3, we've seen how each version has pushed the limits of rocket technology further, making each engine more powerful and efficient than the last. We look forward to the Raptor 3X and beyond. SpaceX keeps setting new goals, which makes it possible for us to explore space in a safer and more advanced way. Thoughts on the future of space travel? Would you like to see more of the Raptor engine series? How do you think these improvements will affect SpaceX's goal of colonizing Mars? Leave your ideas and predictions in the comments below. If you like this in-depth look at SpaceX's rocket engines and want to see more videos about space technology and exploration, don't forget to like this one. And sign up for Tesla stock news. Your help keeps you up to date on the latest in aerospace innovations. Glad you watched, and see you in the next film.